Yo, I had a presentation yesterday that I had to pull an all-nighter for. Hi, I'm Ben. I'm a clown who hasn't slept in over 24 hours, and I may or may not have forgot to cite my sources, so we don't have to talk about that. There was an assignment due today that I missed and need to catch up on. I've got a paper due tonight, another due Monday, another due Tuesday. But I'm prioritizing DPL content. You call it irresponsibility, I call it dedication. Yeah, so DPL's on the horizon and that type. I'm not signing up this season, and I do want to explain my reasoning for that, but more so, I want to talk about what I'm planning on doing instead. For starters, I'd give it like a 95% chance there's going to be another auction highlight video. It might take a little bit to edit and upload though, because, I've got a lot going on over the next few days. But ideally, it'll be up sometime within a week. Yeah, blah blah, who cares, on with the main points of the video. I'm going to be taking a bit of a step back from Mons, like not retiring by any means. Although that was my original plan, but let's be real. 1. No one truly retires from Pokemon. And 2. Ice is going to pressure me into playing in UPA Season 14 next February, and I'm going to cave because I have no spine and I cannot bring myself to say no to a friend like literally ever. The whole stepping back from Mons thing obviously is part of the reason why I'm not signing up for DPL, but I want to talk for a sec about a couple of other reasons. Now, don't hear what I'm not saying. I love DPL, I love the guys running it, I love that we have a center point in the community after TTM died, and I love the concept of team tours. What I do not love is playing in team tours.
Jeech. I need go 03 DPL! Yes! Let's go!
I'm sure all of us are all too familiar with that feeling of stress and anxiety leading up to our games each week. You're not just playing for yourself, you've got an entire team counting on you to win. Like, winning in team tours is a great feeling, and it feels like you're on top of the world. But losing feels like a fate worse than death. You let your team down, your skill may be in question in the minds of others. If people react with a wheelchair, you know you screwed up. And even if your team wins that week, you know you failed to pull your weight and got carried by your teammates. Plus, there are gonna be times when even your own teammates give you a hard time about your loss immediately afterwards. So, pro tip, when someone on your team loses, be supportive and make it clear they shouldn't beat themselves up about it. Like, after all, DPL gathers the best players from around the community, and when two strong forces collide, one of them's gotta give. So obviously there's no shame in losing to top tier players, but that doesn't mean you don't feel all those aforementioned emotions. Like, my DPL record is 9-5, but with the toll it's taken on me mentally, you'd think it would be the other way around. Like, I dread having to play, and I'm just so stressed out beyond belief that even if I win, it's not worth the trade. If you don't mind it, more power to you, that's awesome. But I'm not going to play if I know I won't have fun. The one real exception to this is if I'm on a team with, like, solely my friends. The best example of this is Clyde's League War tournament, back when that was a thing. Season 1 was kind of a blur in my mind, I don't remember much from that, but Season 2 was a blast. Like, obviously I was on Team UPA, so, we were in calls a lot together anyway, so we would just help each other build here and there. And boom, done. We can just jump in and doing something else right after. And there's no awkward feeling of like, okay, are we done yet? Can I leave? And there was no feeling of obligation to, like, help out everyone else, like, at the same time. We all just kind of did our own thing, just bouncing ideas off each other here and there. I think we had set starters. Like, we all had our own teams that we were comfortable with using. And best of all, this was Gloom's debut. This was Gloom's Draft League debut. It was on Pai's team, if I remember correctly, and he brought it to his first game, and it just walled in a Zoom world. Dude, Gloom is awesome. There was just no stress. It was just so fun. And there is one final reason as to why I'm not signing up for DPL. I've kind of become known for being both a team cancer and a dead chat presence, and that's no fun for anyone. And on that note, I do want to sincerely apologize to everyone who has had the displeasure of being my teammate in the past, particularly Narth, since he's had to deal with me twice in my two most cancerous seasons. I hope we can put all this in the past, let bygones be bygones, etc., and just move forward. With that being said, let's move forward. Like I said, I'm going to be taking a bit of a step back from Mons, but I want to stay in the loop with, like, the new mechanics, the current meta, all that good stuff, for whenever I come back. So I've decided to make analyst videos for DPL Season 4. I have analyst experience from the GBA, but this time, I'm my own boss. So not only do I set my own deadlines, but I can also call out anyone I want for being terrible without any real repercussions. But fortunately, I have no reason to do that, because Deathly I Am is not participating in DPL. Thank you, God. period of time when I was a GBA analyst was around the same time when I felt the most confident in Mons, and I don't think that's a coincidence. I guess I didn't state this directly, but I've lost a lot of confidence as of late, and I feel like I haven't really played at my best since maybe last March or so. So not only will making analyst videos keep me in the loop, but also I may get some of that confidence back. And I'm sure there will be at least a handful of people who are like legitimately interested in watching this type of thing, so this should be a win-win for everyone. My buddy Brandon will be my co-host. We haven't decided on like an upload schedule yet or exactly what segments we'll do. We'll figure it out. Just bear with us. Haha, get it? Because Brandon's a bear. We'll probably have player interviews from time to time as well. And actually, we could probably just make that a weekly thing. Do we want to include it in the one video? Do we want to make it a separate? Alright. Thinking out loud on the fly here. I don't know. Like, if we do player interviews, I don't know how comfortable I would be going up to someone that I'm not I'm not particularly close with, and asking them to join, because crippling social anxiety, woohoo! But that kind of segment would make sense. I'm afraid it would just turn into me, Brandon, one of our friends, but that might actually be more entertaining. I don't know, we'll discuss it. So yeah. Auction highlight video should be out at some point within the next week. Analyst videos will follow soon after. I'm thinking we'll do one, maybe like hour-ish long video per week. We could also split them into multiple shorter videos. I don't know. We'll discuss it. We'll figure it out. That's it for me. I'm going to go pretend to do my homework now, but actually just like stare mindlessly at my computer and make no progress for hours on end. Good luck this season, everyone.